Why is it that I can't find a moment of peace and quiet in my life?
Aizawa was like this whole stadium, and you've got to sit right next to me. Hey, welcome back. I'm Dana with your daily dose of Dana Dubs, and today we're watching My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 15. So, let's get into it. Oh my goodness. I was recording all of me talking about this intro, and then I didn't actually record it.
Like eccentric techniques and genius!
Oh, we're starting out with
If your arms are
Hatsume.
unstable, then start kicking! Very clever! I've got some great ideas! Just
They're
give me
like,
a few
please no,
minutes
we
and
don't
I'll
want to be
whip
part
up
of
some
your
super
ideas
cute leg
anymore.
babies you'll totally die for!
Actually, the thing is, I don't really want to change the design of my costume very much if I can help it.
A good designer meets the reckless, ignorant, and ill-advised demands of the client! How about it, sir? If
Oh,
my
boy.
work is good enough, will you please add it to his costume?
If it's safe, sure.
So, they're not even going to ask me.
Oh, by the way, if your legs are your new selling point, then you're probably going to be more of a speed type hero rather than the power type you've been marketing yourself as.
That's true.
That would be
With
pretty
his
good for
stature
him.
and weight, Ida here is basically an armored tank equipped with an F1 engine. It's gonna
Wow.
be hard to impress if you're in the same ring as him.
Oh, wait a second. I've got a power-up move called Full Cowling I'm getting good at. It lets me increase my whole body's strength.
Ooh, in that case,
Look at
I
her
know
looking
just
like,
what
oh
to
dang,
do.
have I made enough improvements? 4 days later. Okay, so this was 4 days after that he had figured out this new, that, like, he'd already been practicing for 4 days to get his foot technique. It really sucks though, because right when Bakugo was trying to impress his hero and, you know, the rest of the teachers and everybody, it backfired and the rock broke off and Deku had to be the one to save the day and show off his quirk. You know, for Bakugo, that probably really sucked.
I got the idea for Full Cowling from Gran Torino and Kachan. It requires quick, small movements combined with precise maneuvering. In order to keep that up, I need equipment that maximizes my
I love that
quirk.
he's always getting inspiration from
Arm-supporting
other
braces,
students, especially.
and iron soles that can act like cleats or armor.
Okay. Smash! He's like, how come All Might didn't smile up at me like that?
Hatsume did a great job. I call this new supercharged look Costume Gamma.
Costume Gamma. I thought it was gonna be really, really lame. That's not as
You
lame as I
okay,
thought
All
it would
Might?
be.
That was close.
Yeah.
Dude, Midoriya, what was that? You swooped in and wasted that rock.
I always thought you were more of a puncher.
I am, or I was. It's these new souls. Hatsume suggested them, and I think they'll really up my game. Plus, Ida's been showing me how to use my body better, so my fighting style has changed. I've only just figured out
That's
what
good.
direction to go in.
I really do love that all of this, well, for the most part, all of the students are really helpful towards other students. I don't want to go on too much of a tangent here, but I remember when I was in school and we would be working in the wood shop, and that's a skill that I have always been lacking in, is building things and making them look good. And there were some people in the class that were so skilled and so talented. But within that group, there were two separate people, right? They're the people who were so forthcoming and they were like, oh yeah, you have questions? Sure, I'll show you like how I got this finished, how I got these, you know, some special techniques that you might not have known that I could share with you so you can improve your craft. And then there was another subsect of people who would be like, oh, well, go look on Google. You can figure it out on your own. And it's like, well, you already know the techniques. Like, why are you gatekeeping it? I'm just asking you a question. You don't have to do it for me or show me for an extended period of time. You could just tell me like, oh, here's the tools that I'm using. I think in a learning environment, it's really great when you can be surrounded by people who aren't trying to, I don't know, make everything a competition. Like, yeah, I think it's great to have some friendly competition, but you know, I think it's okay to help other people out. And I love that they all do this. In theory, he could be taking away the shine from Ida. That's kind of what Hatsume was hinting at. Like, oh, well, you're gonna have to do better because you're not gonna shine with him in the ring. But Ida still was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'll show you. Here's some pointers, blah, blah, blah. Here's what you need to do to move better with your lower half. And I truly love that they've got this spirit, you know, like they're like, okay, I know we're in competition with each other, but I want to compete against you at your highest point. So then you're a worthy competitor, as opposed to being like, oh, we'll figure it out on your own and I will just stay better than you until then. That was a tangent and it's like a little pet peeve of mine, but you know, that's what that made me think of, and I really do love that.
Still have a lot of work to
About
do.
this class.
Nothing I'd call an ultimate move yet.
I don't know. Based on that kick, I'd say you're further along than you think. So you should be ready for this test.
And of course he gets the praise
Hey,
from
All Might. It's dangerous in here. You should be careful.
Yeah, I know. Sorry for the scare, young Bakugo.
Yeah. He's like, dang, he
You
still
watch
didn't praise me.
yourself, All Might!
Watch yourself, huh? guess it only makes sense. To everyone else, I'm a weakling now. Someone who needs to be protected.
You guys made
must
improvements
be
to your
so
costumes too?
Yeah,
different
I see you've
than what
noticed
he's
we look
used to.
pretty awesome.
You're not the only one here with a brand
I like
new
Red Riot's
style.
costume.
We've all been
Looks
making
really good.
changes here and there. Now's the time to upgrade, right?
Just wait. My new special gear is gonna blow your mind.
right,
It's a
let's see.
serious power boost. Wanna see? Come on. It's totally amazing.
That's enough, Class A. Class B is scheduled to use this training room every afternoon.
Class B?
Man, crap timing.
Just when he was gonna show
Eraser,
us.
get your kids out of our way. You're not
Get
trying
your
to kick
kids
us
out
out
of our
early
way.
when we have 10 whole minutes left, are you?
Hey, did you hear? The
my
license
gosh.
exam has a 50% pass rate. That means your entire class might fail.
I always forget how much this guy hates us.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Monoma's hero costume?
Well, since his quirk is copy, he said he didn't need anything too eccentric. Just that.
This is him toned down?
Unfortunately, his observations are correct. If we're taking the same exam, then we'll crush each other. That's the hand fate has dealt us.
And why we won't be in the same location. Our classes applied to different spots. There are 2 exam days, in June and in September. And the tests are held in 3 different places.
Okay.
We don't want students from the same place fighting. We split you up. Each school has at most 1 class at a single location.
Alrighty.
How sad we won't be able
That
to
should be
face each other
interesting.
directly.
Man, this guy's nuts.
Yeah, I think he's officially gone off the deep end.
All those other schools. Huh, interesting. I didn't know that was the case. So we'll be facing kids from other places.
That'll be really fun
And on
to
top
see
of
some
that,
other
we're taking
kids
the test earlier than most other
I've never
students.
seen before.
That's true. Very few first years in the country try for a provisional license. In
Oh.
other words, the test will be made up of students who've trained longer than you, and with quirks you don't know about, ones that are powerful. The actual content of the exam is a mystery, but you can expect that you're going to have a rough time. Try not to get hung up about that, but keep it in mind.
That should be very interesting. Alright, I'm excited to see some new characters.
Does it have to be this hard? Well, it's not called intensive training for nothing.
That's true.
Whoa, Momo
It's
looks so
strange to think
different.
there's only a week left before the exam.
She
Yo,
looks
Momo,
so
how's your ultimate
basic.
move coming?
There's something I really want to do, but my body just isn't ready yet. I need time to develop my quirk and improve my general endurance.
How about you, Sue?
I've perfected a move that makes
Sue
me even
looks
more
cute.
frog-like than before.
Even more
I'm sure
frog-like
even
than
you'd
before.
look surprised, Toru.
What's your story, Ochako?
Ochako feels
Hey,
behind.
Ochako. You seem a little tense.
No, it's nothing. Everything's going awesome. I'm just getting started. At least, that's how I'd usually be. The thing is, recently my heart's been all stirred up about something.
Oh my gosh.
It's love! What did you say? Love? Chef? Death? Never seen one. What's that? Oh, is it Midoriya or Ida? You're always hanging out with those 2 boys. I put it all wrong. That's not it. I swear. She's floating. Which one? Or someone else? Come on, spill.
Yeah, out with it. You know we're not going to give up until we know.
Which one of the boys is gonna overhear this conversation? One of them's probably lurking and will hear.
Swear it's no one. Besides, it's not like I even know anything about dating.
It's not good to force an investigation.
She's right. More importantly, it's late. We should call it a night.
No! I want to hear everything! You can't just spring a hint of romance on us and expect me to go to sleep! What romance?
Aww. Deku always training. I love the harp music. Young love.
That's not it. Ida looked different. Ben is back, I think. He's so flexible. I can see his shape in my head right now.
I love
so in order to
Deku's
bring this up to the
nose.
ultimate move level,
Look at her.
That's not it.
It could also just be admiration, but we all know it's a little
before
bit
we
more
even
than
knew
that.
it, the day of the exam
National
was here.
Dagoba Arena.
I'm getting kind of nervous.
It's
I
in
wonder
the
what they're
case.
gonna make us do. What if I can't get my license?
Mineta,
Kirishima's the only one that
don't
looks
ask if you
excited.
can. Say you will.
Right, sure. I've so got this.
I'm so got this. I love that.
If you can pass this test and get your provisional licenses, then you novice eggs will hatch into chicks. You'll be semi-pros.
Semi-pros.
I expect your best.
All right. I
I
can't wait to be a
expect your
heroic
best.
chicken.
Let's call out the usual, you guys. On my mark. Go plus ultra!
You know, it's pretty
Where
rude to
is
barge
this
into
guy?
other people's huddles like that, Inasa.
What?
Enough.
Pardon me. I am so very extremely sorry!
Oh my gosh.
Who is this guy? I do not
What a
trust his
character.
enthusiasm.
It's him.
Hey, look at
That's
their
all I know.
uniforms.
They're from that famous school on the other side of Japan.
UA in the east,
UA.
Shiketsu in the west. Of all the hero courses out there, the one at this elite school actually rivals UA's, Shiketsu High.
I wanted to say it just once. Plus Ultra! See, I really love UA High School. I am extremely honored to compete against such incredible students. I'm so looking forward to it.
Oh my gosh, he's bleeding.
Let's go.
This guy's so intense.
Yes, Yuarashi.
Do you know that guy, Mr. Aizawa?
Indeed. He's strong.
I'm fine.
He's the same year as you all, and received the top scores for students admitted through recommendations. But
Nice.
for some unknown reason, he turned down his acceptance to UA and went to Shiketsu.
Probably a family reason or something.
Our age? If he had the
So
top
big.
scores for those with recommendations, then he must be even better than Todoroki.
Great to meet you, UA students.
What a cool
Please
building.
excuse me.
Hold on, is anyone else confused here? This guy says that he loves our school, but he turned down his chance to enroll when it was offered?
Yeah, what a weirdo.
Maybe, but he's the real deal. Keep an eye on him.
Eraser? I know that scowl anywhere. I saw you on TV and at the sports festival, but it's been a while
she's
since we were
so
this
fun
close in
looking.
person.
She looks like she's going to a spa with her.
She looks
husband.
familiar.
Let's get married.
No.
Oh,
You're a real laugh riot, buddy.
As usual, you're impossible. Joke.
Oh, that's Miss Joke, the Smile Hero! Her quirk is outburst!
Of
She
course
forces
Deku
people around
knows.
her to laugh, which affects their ability to think and keeps them from being able to move. Her fights against villains are always full of insanity!
oh my gosh.
Come on, imagine it. If I was your wife, you'd have a future full of constant laughter.
That sounds like an actual nightmare.
He's just so serious. Him always smiling. I can't imagine it. We've seen him smile a couple times, but can you imagine him always being forced to laugh? It doesn't fit his character.
It seems like you two are close.
Our agencies were near each other. As young heroes striving to make a difference in the world.
Look at her
A
blushing.
mutual love blooms.
No, it didn't.
I do miss your quick retorts.
No, it didn't.
You're my favorite person to tease, future husband.
So, Joke, if you're here, then that must mean...
That's right. Over here, everyone. This is UA.
Oh, whoa. It really is
She
class
looks like a
A.
mini
So
Bakugo. Look at her. And a big Deku.
You on TV before? Second years from Katsubutsu Academy. This is class 2. They're my students.
Hey, I'm Shindo. Seems like UA's had a lot of trouble this year. Must have been tough for you.
Yeah.
But even so, you're
I
all
love
still
how
aiming to
he's
become
grabbing
pro
everybody's
heroes
hands.
despite those hardships. It's wonderful.
They're all like,
Hearts full of fortitude. I believe that's what every hero in the world needs to have.
He's too nice. This
Yeah.
charming pretty boy's gonna steal our girls.
And Bakugo, it must have been hard for you, what, with that whole kidnapping incident? Huh? You have an especially strong will, don't you? Today I'm gonna do my best to learn from you. I really hope you don't mind.
Stop pretending. What you say doesn't match the look in your eyes. Hey, man, don't be so
Bakugo
rude.
sees
Sorry,
it.
he's just like that. It's fine. It
It's
proves
all
how
part of
tough
the
his heart
tactic.
is.
Hey, Todoroki. Can I have your autograph? You were so cool at the sports festival.
Seriously? Stop fangirling.
I'd be happy to find something for you.
Hey, get your costumes and head to
Mineta.
orientation. There's no time to waste.
It's weird. I always forget we're famous to other schools.
Oh yeah, we're basically celebrities when it comes to Hero Course students. No pictures, please.
Wait, hold on. Did you not warn your kids, Eraser?
uh-oh. Didn't warn them about what? We're gonna get some kind of surprise.
Okay, then. Let's do this exam thing. I'm from,
He's so
the
cheery.
Heroes Public Safety Commission. Name's Mara. My circadian rhythm is so screwed up. Oh,
Okay.
man. I've been swamped lately and I haven't gotten much rest. We're too short-staffed. I'm so tired. With that confession, I'll now begin orientation.
He might be on.
Break before he passes out.
So, about the content of this license thing. Basically, 1,540 examinees compete in a free-for-all exercise or
Wow,
whatever
that's a
we're
lot of
calling
people.
it this year.
Seriously? That's not a lot of info.
See,
look
we've
at
got
his
a
new
lot of pros
costume.
around. And since Stain was arrested, many people have expressed doubts about the status of heroes in society. But when you really think about it, getting paid makes sense. If you're going to risk your life to save someone, why shouldn't you ask for a reward, huh?
Yeah.
That's just
I think
the
one of
way
you
the
guys
world-
did point out a while back that stain is basically killing, like, the equivalent of an EMT worker. Like, you're expecting them to do all of this work and not get paid for it. That's a lot. That's a lot to do. And you still have to support yourself. And I mean, imagine if you have a family too. You got to support your family, your partner, your pet. Can't live off of pennies.
Good work, Scott. I could use a coffee. Anyway, whether they're in it for compensation or out of a sense of duty, we've got too many heroes working together in the streets these days to keep villains at bay. Honestly, the time between when an incident begins and when it's resolved is ridiculously short. You are all here trying to receive your provisional licenses, so you'll be swept up in this tiresome mess yourselves pretty soon. Those of you who don't have the speed, frankly, just won't cut it. Which is why that's what you'll be tested on.
Speed.
The first 100 students to fulfill the requirements will pass today.
Oh my gosh,
There are
only
over
100
1,500 people taking this
out of
test.
1,000 people.
I thought they said that about half of us would be passing.
This means it's actually less than 1% who'll get a license.
Oh man, I'm
Oh my
getting way
gosh.
more nervous.
Yeah, they're
Well,
being
the
really
world
strict
can be
about
pretty
this.
crappy. I suppose I should say something about luck. So, anyway, here are the basic rules. The examinee will put 3 of these targets on his or her body. They can go anywhere you want as long as it's an exposed area. So no soles of the feet or armpits. Each of you will also have 6 of these balls. The targets are programmed to light up whenever they've been touched by the ball.
Okay.
If all 3 targets light up, you're out. Oh, and the person who lights up your 3rd target will get credit for your defeat. You get through this round by taking down 2 people. Got it? Good.
It's similar to the entrance exam, but going against people will be a lot harder than robots. We're given exactly enough balls for us to pass. Although I guess you could always try to steal the 3rd target from someone else after they've hit the first 2.
That's smart.
So it's even harsher than the entrance test.
What else? I guess we'll start passing out the targets and balls. Then you'll have a few minutes to get situated after we open.
Open?
Alrighty. I guess they're starting from right here. Oh my gosh, they're in a shipping container. They didn't even realize it. Wow. Oh wait, are we back in the
Sure, each of you have different
where the
terrains
League
that
of
you
Villains
might
first
hold
attacked?
to avoid. Use your quirks well and do your best, or not. Whatever.
This is so unnecessary.
Yes, I know. It makes for a great reveal, doesn't it? And for what? So much sleep lost on this.
Alright, I'm so over this guy.
Hopefully some of these
I want
kids
him to
are
be done
fast
already.
and we can get this over with. Until then, I'm gonna rest my eyes.
Racer.
I saw it was like this whole stadium, and you've got to sit right next to me.
Why is it that I can't find a moment of peace and quiet in my life?
I can't believe you still have 20 students. It's unusual for you not to have expelled someone. You must actually like your class this time.
Not really.
Nah, he does.
Don't be embarrassed. That's so like you. Please date me.
Shut up.
She's so thirsty. Please date me.
But really, you know what's about to happen down there. And yet, you didn't mention a thing to your class.
If the first people to finish win, then no
Who's
one will go
gonna
after
go
their
out in
classmates.
this round?
The best way to win is to team up with people whose powers you already know. Everyone, stay close together. We'll fight them as a group.
Got it.
Bakugo's gonna be like, whatever.
This isn't a field trip,
Yeah.
idiot. Wait up.
John.
Kirishima always going after
I'm
him.
going on my own too.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to use my powers safely when a big group's around.
Todoroki! Midoriya, there's no time! Let's go!
Every year, the test is different. But one thing's always the same. It's kind of like a tradition during the licensing exam.
I don't think it's a good idea for them to go off on their own, though.
How come?
Think about it. Everyone already knows what powers we have.
They did research?
I see. It's a sports festival.
Most of the students who compete in the provisional exam have pretty equal footing. Except for one school. UA comes in at a severe disadvantage because the Top School Sports Festival is broadcast across the country, showing off not just your students' quirks, but their weaknesses and fighting styles too. Kind of funny, isn't it?
That's true. It's buffering so bad today.
The other schools have probably figured out the same way to win that I have.
Deku is so
This is
smart
going to
though.
end up being a battle between schools.
Always with the great
With that in
strategies.
mind, first, it's likely they'll gang up against quirks they know.
Does that mean?
Don't tell me.
Alright, I'm gonna go back because it's buffering so bad.
This is going to end up being a battle between schools. With that in mind, first, it's likely they'll gang up against quirks they know.
Does that mean? Don't tell me.
First test
will now begin.
Alrighty.
If you like your class this year, then you should have warned your students about all this. We've
He
seen
wanted
it
to-
time and time again in this exam.
He wanted to see how they would do. I think without
UA
that
is
knowledge.
immediately crushed.
Oh dang. Oh
I saw
dang.
you on TV. That power of yours also destroys your body.
Not anymore.
Can't say I'm above taking advantage of that.
All right, Deku, what you gonna
Based
do,
on
bud?
that kick, I'd say you're further along than you think. So you should be ready for this test.
One for all. Full cooling.
Boom!
Shoot style.
Shoot style!
So you
Let's
think
go.
we'll be taken out? I don't really see a reason why I should have warned them. I doubt anything would have changed if I had.
Yeah.
They're still going to have to overcome this either way.
Very true. They've come a long way since that, I always forget what it's called, the Calvary Battle? UA match? Tournament? Whatever? Nice. Clever. Alright, Ida. Look at Hinata go with his balls! I love it.
Real heroes could turn this situation around. Besides, if they become pros, they'll face villains who already know their quirks.
Very true.
Perhaps at UA, we look a little further ahead than other schools.
Aizawa, #1 teacher till the end. I'm gonna say that forever. #1 teacher, Aizawa.
I've got my shoot style, and everyone else's powers have grown too.
Yeah.
Our intensive training paid off.
All right, but pay attention, bud.
Got this, you guys. Show them
Got
what
this,
UA
you
can
guys.
do.
Yeah. Show them what UA can do. That's gonna need it. Yep, end of the episode. That was great, guys. But you know what? It's only just the start. It's only just the start. I love seeing Deku think. I say that every single time, but every single time I mean it. I love that he already knew what was up. You know, he was like, wait a minute, they all been watching us. We don't know what any of them can do, except Class 1B, but they're also not in this tournament. But they all know what we can do. Our strengths, our weaknesses, but we don't know anything about them. So let's stick together, because they're gonna come boom, 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 boom. I guess they also made themselves a bigger target, but at least they can team up and try to defend together. So I'm very curious to see who is going to be out and who's going to advance. I think, of course, the top runners of the class, Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, Kirishima, Momo. I don't know. I just want to say I'm about to say all the characters. I don't know who's gonna pass. I honestly can't make any predictions, but I know for sure big dogs of the class are gonna pass because that's what they want to happen. But I don't know. I'm very curious to see who's going to pass next. But yeah, I'm excited for the rest of this season. I know some of you said that this was your least favorite part of the show, and I guess I could see why, because you're introduced to so many other characters, and I mean the stakes are high, but it also feels like the stakes aren't high. But obviously, you know, they're trying to get their licenses. But I think it'll be a nice little break. They're not battling villains for once, and we'll get to see them all working together, seeing them using their quirks again, and seeing their new versions of their quirks and their new costumes. I think that will all be really cool. And I'm actually really excited to see some new characters and to see how they interact with our characters, you know, and see what's gonna happen there. So that should all be very interesting. If you did watch with me here to this point, thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. But comment your favorite smiley face emoji, because that girl is making me laugh. The smile Joker girl, she is so thirsty for our boy Aizawa. Poor guy is like, oh my gosh, when is she gonna go away? I can't get a second of peace. So it's interesting seeing the dynamic between the two of them. And thank you so much for watching with me here till the end. Please do make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will be notified when the next one comes out, so we can keep watching it together. And also, it really does support my channel. And then also, I do upload a new video of a new show every single day on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We watch My Hero over here. Alrighty guys, we'll see you then. Bye.